Man, there are a billion things to be prepared for inside of Raid Shadow Legends right now. Some of these things are going to be starting tomorrow, basically shard pulling events that are going to be dropping in time for the personal rewards CVC. We're going to be talking about how you can prepare for that CVC a little bit ahead of time. Some warnings that I got to throw out there for you guys. Make sure you're also ready for that. You've got the upcoming fusion event for, I forget her name, Sanguine something or other, the Halloween champion. That fusion event is coming up very, very soon. And we've also got to talk about the distinct possibility that a Leonardo event could be going down imminently. I'm going to be talking about why I don't think it will, and why we might actually be waiting for the Leonardo event a little bit longer than we might think. And, yeah. Let's get to your morning news, man. Morning for me, because I woke up like 20 minutes ago. Yes, it's basically evening time. My sleeping schedule is terrible as hell. Hey man, before we get started, if you're looking to create a new raid account, make sure to get that done right now by using the Get a promo link that's down below this video at the top of the description box, man, and use that link to create a new raid account right now, man, for all of the free stuff that you see on screen right now. Michelangelo is still the Logan Reward champion for at least the next 10 days before he's gone forever as a freebie, potentially, you know. By using the link down below, man, you're going to get yourself Basilius Varanus as your starter legendary, as well as 3 free epic champions. So it's the best beginner promo link going, and the only correct way to start off a new raid account in 2025. All right, man, progressive chance. You know what, man? Let's actually get to the clan versus clan prep first, because this is honestly something that I've fallen into the pattern of doing, and some heads ups and some warnings. Like, there's always somebody in some clan somewhere that makes this mistake, right? And this mistake is this. First of all, if there are any events going on in the game right now that you want to farm, for example, the Dragon Tournament just started this morning, and there's a gear Hunters event going on at the same time as well as this Dragon Tournament, and it awards pizza points, okay? So a lot of people, maybe you yourself out there, are going to be looking to potentially even max farm this Dragon Tournament. Well, just wait till the CVC stats, right? Then you can be farming CVC, Dragon, and Gear Divers at the same Dungeon Divers, Gear Hunters, whatever the hell they're called these days, right? You can be farming all these events at exactly the same time, and for me, that's worth the gem dumpage, and so I'm not going to be touching this event until tomorrow, and then just pumping the day's energy, and you know, there. Goddamn hair in my mouth, dude, there it is. Oh. The malices of owning cats, man. Random hairs in one's mouth. Just farm this tomorrow would be my recommendation. The next thing that you can do is that at the time I'm shooting this video, we've got about 6 hours until our keys reset, right? This is going to be the faction... Okay, it's actually about 7.5 hours for the faction keys to reset, and for the Tag Arena keys to reset, and all of the keys to reset, okay? Particularly the Tag Arena keys and the Crypt keys for Faction Wars. Do not spend these when they first reset, okay? You're going to have to wait about like 10 hours or something like that for the CVC to actually start before you should spend these, right? Spending faction keys, it's just a lot of stuff. It's just a lot of free stuff, man. And so you might as well save these keys until after reset and just wait for CVC to start. Obviously, I'm good to spend these ones right now because the reset is incoming, but you know what I'm saying? Oh, fuck, what was all this? But yeah, we'll just background battle that. It's just 3 points. It's just 3 points, you know? Next thing you can be doing ahead of time is going into Demon Lord Clan Boss and clearing as many difficulties as you possibly can, okay? If you've got any keys lying around in your inbox on your account or whatever, now is the time to, if you can, clear like Ultra Nightmare, Nightmare, Brutal, Hard, and maybe even Normal as well, right? Pump the keys into these and just do as much as you can. It's going to be different for everybody's account, of course. Not everybody has the luxury of a bloody Wixwell team at the end of the day, but just try and do as many as you can. When you open these crates during CVC, it's just going to get you, it's just 3 points. That's it, really, and every little helps when it comes to CVC, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay, at last, that brings us to the shard pulling events for CVC. These are going to be your progressive chance events, of course. So, no surprises here. Progressive chance events during the CVC, always going on down. Of course, you only ever really want to be pulling shards during a progressive chance summon event at all if you're very, very close to Mercy on a certain shard type. Sorry, I'm just distracted by the little typo here in starting. God damn it, Gutler. You had one job, man. Start in. So, this Tuesday, October 21st, Campaign launches the first day of a Progressive Chance event. This is a 15x chance to summon the champions from the list below. And so the first slot of champions that we're looking at for day one of CVC are going to include Donatello. If you happen to miss him, it might actually tempt some people into pulling. Again, it's like... only after you've pulled like 6 Sacreds without hitting a Legendary, you start to get an increased 4% chance for every pull after that to hit on Legendary. And for Ancient Shards, it's 200 pulls without hitting a Legendary. Okay, so if you're very, very bloody close to Mercy on any of these shard types and you've got a lot of these shards lying around, then you might consider pulling for some of these champions, right? Blade Croyster Caldor. I don't even know who that champion is. I'm not going to lie, man. Let me check. It's the faction unity guy for the Sylvan Watchers. Okay, man. Single target smacker, basically decreased defense, weakened debuffs, places a bunch of continuous heal buffs on himself, and then places a bunch of poisons on enemies, depending on how many continuous heals he's got on himself. It's a very strange champion, man. Of course, a hard mode dragon specialist. In some sense, whatever reason, he's only got a 4.6 in Dragon's Lair in the in-game reviews, which is a little bit interesting. I wonder how he does into Demon Lord. Maybe fine, it's just a general poison damage dealer. Everywhere else, I don't know, man. People seem to like him, even though he's very, very single-target focused. Oh, apart from his A1, which I should have checked that first. Attacks all enemies, place stun debuff for 1 turn, 15% chance, or 25% chance. Ignores 20% of each target's resistance for each continuous heal buff on this champion. Okay. Oh, that's him. And it's too early in the day, and I'm too bereft of coffee right now to actually go into reading a Faction Unity Champions kit and giving them a bloody review. Okay, so, yeah, we're just going to move on from that. Oh god, I need to start fixing my sleep schedule. I might get up a little bit earlier. Let's go Crimson Horn, unkillable block damage type champion. Could be used in unkillable teams and stuff like that. Stop the Broken, also past fusion champion. Grand Oak Podrick, one of the best support champions in the game. Senna Amberheart. Oh my god. That is a champion I would bloody love to pull for. Dude, I'm like obsessed with good and strong and powerful Chimera champions. Something about them, man. Like, I just really like a good Demon Lord clan boss in the game. Not a Demon Lord clan boss, but a good clan boss in the game that you can decrease speed on. And, like, just going as fast as possible is encouraged, you know? Like, I love the puzzle that is Chimera and trying to maximize trials and stuff like that, you know? Sen is one of the best. Attacks when enemy chance to activate continuous heal. Brings increased speed, continuous heal buffs for 2 turns. And remember, continuous heal has extra value into Chimera as well, because I think it's the Viper form. Can't steal continuous heal when it switches forms. It's just a pretty good source of healing to bring along. It's also a unique buff as well on your team, which helps with completing trials and stuff. Also, some 10 meter fill on this as well, 3-chain cooldown. Then she brings the Revive, then teams up with all allies revived by the skill to attack the enemy with the lowest HP. Cool. Another passive, whenever a continuous heal buff activates on any ally, fill the 10 meters of all allies by 5%. Wow, man. That's really good. That really brings it home, you know, like the rest of the kit is like pretty good legendary, you know, and then you read this and you're like, oh my god, like considering you can't go fast enough into Chimera, this amount of 10 meter boost is just nuts, just mental, right? And then of course 90% speed in all battles as well. Love this champion, love the champion design, love the kit, blah 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 blah. Yeah, she's obviously very, very saucy indeed. So she would be the one that I would pull for. Raka Vile Tides all up in the sense. I forget what you sense it is as well. Okay. The long story short, though, for this CVC event is that a lot of people are going to be very, very scared to pull shards, no matter who these champions are, right? Until the Leo event drops. It's kind of funny, man. Like, we're in a bit of a position now inside of Raid. If I just go to my portal real quick. I'm in a position right now in Raid where, because Plarium sort of leaked the crap out of the possibility that there's going to be a Leonardo event coming, it's like, everyone's just skipping everything every time forever, including the upcoming fusion, because people are just like, well, why would I touch any of my account's resources until the Leo event comes along? I want Leonardo. I know I want Leonardo. I've been saving for Leonardo all this time. We know that there's a hero path coming. If the hero's path doesn't show up for Leonardo now, there are going to be riots. You know, like a third of people just quit the game instead. Okay, probably not, but like a lot of people are going to be very, very mad, you know? And so it kind of doesn't matter what shard events come up now. People are going to be exceptionally cautious with their resources, you know? So I kind of feel like it would behoove Plarium to just drop this Leonardo event sooner rather than later and just let people pull their bloody shards and get the Leonardo, if that's what they're saving for, on their account. So that we can all start playing the game again, you know? It's just, you know, rather than like trying to like bait us into using our shards on other stuff, I feel like they'd actually do a better job if they just got the Leonardo event out there by now. Like if it was already, if the hero's path had already come and gone, people could actually think about pulling shards for Raphael and for Elva and blah, 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 and stuff like that. Raphael, I will say, is probably one of the most skippable of the turtles. If you skipped on his Deck of Fate event because you didn't have the Soul Stones or whatever to get the Raphael fragments, which I managed to do my free-to-play account and my main account, by the way. Oh my god. I'm so bloody excited for the CVC to get infused on the free-to-play. It's going to be great. Raphael's the most skippable of the turtles by a lot of people's estimation. That said, he hasn't been like extensively playtested yet by a billion people or whatever, and so who knows? Maybe he'll come to flourish in certain areas of the game in the future. For me, honestly, Elva is great from this little summon pool right here. Glycad, though, is on another level. Glycad is crazy. He's crazy good. On my account, even though he's got like very, very like low soul and stuff like that, on my own account, Glycad of the Meltwater, I'm using this guy in actually my hard Fire Knight team, because Glycad, it's a bit of his kit that's not super impressive, but he does bring a double hit at A1 with a chance of placing freeze, and so it's not bad. So he finds a home in a hard Fire Knight team for me, brings increased attack, perfect fail, 10 meter fail, all the good stuff, then brings increased accuracy, increased defense on his A3, as well as being a revive as well. On a 410, and he's really just one of those supports that, allies in a perfect veil buff placed by the champion deal 10% more damage, just flat. It's just glorious as well, and the speed aura is all battles. He's an incredible aura lead into your Hydra teams as well, for this reason. And look, man, even if you get Glycad early on in your account and you can't put him in the best build, eventually one day, someday, right, in the distant fairy tale future, you're going to have him in 9 pieces of protection gear, and it's going to be absolutely incredible. And that's it. Like, that's it, really. 75% chance to place protected buffs when he's bringing 4 powerful, unique buffs to the table that you can have protected, that you can be boosting your team's damage from for having 9 pieces protection on a Glycad. He is always going to be a very, very powerful champion in the long term on your account. And so for me, he is the man, or the tree, I suppose, that I'd be looking out for to pull if I was close to Mercy on my Sacreds, which I'm not. I'm like 5 Sacreds without hitting Legendary. So like, I'm at the perfect amount of Sacred Shards on my main account. 5 Sacreds without a Legendary. It's like, I can pull 6 or 7 Sacreds during a summon rush, like to complete a fusion or something, and that will perfectly put me on the line for hitting Sacred Shard Mercy. So, like, it makes absolutely no sense for me to pull my Sacreds during CVC for this one, no matter how good these champions are. 5 Sacreds is, like, a very, very good number to not pull on, Anyways, man, Arashi, we've got Fidey Tealcrest as well up for grabs for the Voids. For some reason, it's 200 Void Shards before you hit Mercy on Void Shards, by the way. I always thought it was, like, 100 or 120 or something, which is still too much, by the way. It should be like 80. Like, if we've been realistic, 200 Void Shards before you hit Mercy is crazy, man. It's crazy. That's the same as Ancient Shards, man. But Ancient Shards are like 5 times easier to get than Void Shards, So what are we doing, man? What are we doing? But yeah, these are the champs that are up for grabs during CVC. Let me know if you guys are going to be pulling for any of these, by the way. If you are closer to Mercy, are you going to be going all in on any of these champions and seeing if you can pick any of these up? Or are you saving for the Leo event, which is going to be the next topic of this video? I don't think that this event is coming this week. I don't think that we're getting Leo and the Hero's Path event this week. I think it's too soon after the Deck of Fate. The April Titan event is only coming to an end in like a couple days time, 4 or 5 days time, or something like that. Then the fusion's gonna start. And so, like, I don't know, dude, it's already a very, very busy time. It's already a very, very busy week, And the Turtle events are going to last until, I think it's November 10th. It's like definitely like the first half of November coming up that the events are going to end. Not next November, to be clear, What am I even saying? I'd just be surprised. I'd be surprised if the Leonardo event dropped in the first half of the fusion, at least. I can see, if I had to guess, man, I'd tell you what, I'd say the Leonardo event, like Leonardo Hero's Path, if and when it drops, the earliest, at the very, very earliest, I'd say like the 28th. Okay, 28th would be my prediction, because then that comes in the weekend before a champion chase for the fusion, It'll also be coming off of the back, probably, of a summon rush for the fusion as well. So anybody who pulls for the summon rush during the fusion is probably going to be very, very low on Sacred Shards. I was going to have like a chunk of their Sacred Shards spent. And the Leonardo event, I don't know, dude. Like call me a little bit pessimistic, but I think it's going to come at the exact time that we don't want it to arrive, when we're very, very sweaty about our Sacred Shards and we might be panicking a little bit. Oh my god, man, do I have enough Sacred Shards? You're probably going to need like 22 Sacreds, by the way, to get Leonardo. Would be my prediction. Maybe like 42 or something if you want his soul as well. If it is a Hero's Path, that's going to include his soul, which I'd be surprised if it wouldn't be. I will say though, as I already mentioned earlier on in the video, I feel like it's kind of, I feel like Plarium might be shooting themselves in the foot just a little bit in terms of the timing of this event. I feel like more people would be looking to pull more shards for more events like CVC and stuff like that. If the Leonardo event would just hurry up and drop already, That's just my 2 cents, man. Are you still saving for Leonardo on your own account? Let me know, man. You must be pretty diamond hands about it at this point, and pretty resolute, and so, well, hopefully that Hero's Path shows up. Honestly, sooner rather than later. I've got a feeling that it won't, though. I feel like it's going to be at least a week before we hear any more word or rumors about the Leo event. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, man. This is your week's news for Raid. All of the happy little events and stuff that you should be waiting for, man, and preparing for ahead of time. Thanks for stopping by, man. If you're looking to create a new Raid account, be sure to get that done right now by using the beginner promo link that's down below this video at the top of the description box. And I'm going to catch all of you guys just a tad bit later, man.